Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling uh, business combinations of,
Yes.
how companies merge or, well, acquire each other.
Mhm.
It's this whole strategic thing about joining forces. And it really affects, well, everything in a business. Our goal here is to sort of cut through the jargon and give you the basics from our sources. What are they? Why do they happen?
Exactly. And our sources lay out a few basic structures. You've got mergers, right? Two companies form one new one.
Okay.
Then acquisition's simpler.
Yeah,
Maybe one just buys the other.
got it.
And consolidations, that's where several companies may dissolve, and a brand new one emerges from the pieces.
hmm
They're not just names, they show different strategic goals.
Okay, so different ways to team up, but what's the real driver? Why go through all the complexity?
Well, often it's about getting bigger, faster. Market expansion is a huge one, reaching new customers, new places almost instantly.
Right.
Diversification is another key reason, spreading your bets,
Mm.
basically. Entering new areas to reduce risk.
Makes sense.
And then there's the big one, achieving synergy.
Ugh, synergy. Yeah, you hear that word a lot. What does it actually mean, like, in practice?
It's this idea, right, that the combined entity can do more or be more efficient than the two companies could separately.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe streamlining operations, sharing tech to cut costs, or combining product lines to offer more, which could boost revenue.
Okay.
Like merging supply chains to get better deal from suppliers. That's a classic cost synergy. But getting there often means heavy lifting with IT integration, standardizing processes. It can be way trickier and more expensive than you first think.
Right, right. So it's not just waving a magic wand. There's real work involved. Our sources also brought up valuation. Seems critical.
Oh, absolutely fundamental.
Yeah.
You need to put a fair price tag on things for everyone involved.
Yeah.
This means a really close look at the numbers, profitability, debt levels, all those indicators, gauging financial health, future potential, and then due diligence takes it even further.
Okay, due diligence. It sounds like more than just checking the accounts.
Oh, much more. Yeah. Due diligence is really digging deep, not just financials, but legal stuff, contracts, IP, uh, compliance history. You're looking for hidden risks, any skeletons in the closet, basically.
Gotcha. No, something else kept sort of popping up in the material, the people side. Cultural fit.
Yes, so important. How well do the two organizations actually work together? Their values, how they make decisions, what employees expect. It can make or break the integration.
Really?
Definitely. Our sources pointed out, for instance, if one company is very top-down and the other is more collaborative, or if they have different attitudes to risk, that can cause real friction down the line.
I see. So, okay, the deal is signed. What happens next? What are those big challenges when you actually try to mash these companies together?
Well, operational integration is huge.
Mm.
Merging IT systems, supply chains, different teams, it's complex.
Yeah, I bet.
And keeping your key employees is vital. Uncertainty makes people nervous. You might lose talent.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you've got to keep customers happy through all the changes. That's paramount.
And what about regulators? Our sources mention them. When do they get involved?
Right, antitrust rules. They step in to make sure a combination doesn't kill competition in the market.
Okay.
So bigger deals often face regulatory review. That can add time, complexity, sometimes even block a deal.
And I guess the last step is looking back. Did it actually work?
Exactly. You need clear goals from the start, and then you need to track performance after the combination. Did you get that market expansion? Did the synergies actually happen? It's an ongoing checkup, really.
So, wrapping up then, business combinations, they offer these potential big wins. Growth, efficiency, stronger market position, maybe diversification.
Definitely potential upsides.
But it's clearly not simple. Loads of risks, getting the price wrong, messing up the integration, regulatory hurdles.
Precisely. Careful planning, really thorough homework on all these bits.
Yeah.
It's essential if you want it to succeed.
And as our sources kept saying, it's not just about the money or the strategy on paper. Getting the people part right, blending those cultures, that seems just as critical for long-term success.
Couldn't agree more. You ignore the human element at your peril, even in the smartest sounding deals.
Yeah. So here's a final thought for you to chew on. When you merge these different ways of working, these distinct company cultures, what does that do to innovation and like the ability to adapt down the road? Is that synergy always a given, or could those ingrained differences sometimes, maybe unintentionally, stifle creativity or make the combined company less flexible than expected? Something to think about. Thanks for exploring this deep dive with us.